Hi, I am Christy Ballard Fellaini. I am a certified life coach who found herself at 42, freshly divorced, kids off to college, and having never dated in my adult life. I was starting in the middle. If you haven't yet hit start on your middle time in life, let's do it together. Let the journey begin. You are listening to Start in the Middle, episode 31. Hello, my friends. How are you today? Man, I hope you're having an amazing day. It's been kind of a weird day down here in South Texas. I generally try to record my podcasts a week or two before they drop. I'd like to have a couple in my pocket, so that just in case anything happens, I am being consistent, like I talked about last week, having 30 consistent episodes. Anyway, so today was kind of a bizarre day. We had a little cold snap that happened over the last couple of days. And, down here in South Texas, we do not get below freezing very often. And so we did have an evening where we did get below freezing. We did have some precipitation. No snow this time, but that's okay. And so school started like 2 hours late. And it was just so weird. It's so weird to not be on a regular schedule. And you know what? If I must say, only half of the kids showed up. And you know what? It was nice. I'm sorry, parents. But yeah, it was nice. And so, but the day was just off. Like the schedule was off. And I'm sorry, but you can't teach a new concept and you can't, really teach anything of substance when half the people are gone. So, we just had an enjoyable day. We had, kind of a makeup day where if they were missing any work or if they had items that they needed to finish, they had that time and they were able to do that. And it was just really enjoyable. And it was really enjoyable that it was only a little over half of a day. Sorry. I'm just going to admit it. I'm just going to tell you when those things happen, it's kind of a wonderful phenomenon. Okay. So today's episode came about when a girlfriend and I were talking, and she is a little bit younger than I am. She's still in her 30s. And, as the majority of I am 49. I discovered yesterday, and this might be TMI, okay? But I discovered yesterday that I am 18 days away from the magic 365. Now, I am hoping that I'm not jinxing myself, okay? And you may not be familiar with the magic 365. Or if you are, you're probably rooting me on. You're probably, like giving me some air high fives or, pumping your arms and, being excited for my magic 365. Okay. So as most of you know, when you have gone a full year without having your period, more than likely you are in menopause or you are in perimenopause. Okay. At least that is what my gynecologist has told me. Now, let me tell you, leading up to the magic 365, my body has gone through so many changes, like for instance, the hot flashes. And I know if this is where you're at in life, you know about those horrible hot flashes. And it's so funny because like I'll talk to some of my girlfriends who are not there yet, who In fact, I have one in particular who's a little bit older than me, but she's not there yet. And so she has no idea, right? And so when I talk to her about having the hot flashes, she's like, "Oh my gosh, please don't tell me. I'm just totally not wanting that. I'm not, wanting to experience that, But I have a secret. When you are managing your mind, your hot flashes become so less. I'm talking about the number of hot flashes you have. So when you are not allowing your brain to be unsupervised, you can manage your hot flashes. I am not even kidding. This is something that I have really been thinking about and something that I have been observing and really kind of testing out in myself. You see, when the hot flashes first started coming on, I noticed that it would happen a lot when I was at school, right? And say something unexpected happened. And I'm sorry, but in the teaching field, there's always something unexpected happening, So something unexpected would happen and my stress level might trigger a little bit, right? And here you go. Here comes a hot flash. Before you know it, you are drenched in sweat and it is so gross. Or if I was going into a meeting and I was having some anticipation about what may or may not happen in that meeting, my body would immediately trigger a hot flash. Okay. And so what I have been practicing is this idea of, well, I have been practicing for a long time now about managing my brain and managing my thoughts and not allowing my brain to be unsupervised, right? And it does take time, right? It can't just be that, oh, I'm not going to be stressed anymore, right? That's not the case. It's that when you have been doing this work over time, you start to realize that some things just really aren't a big deal. And you start to realize that you may have gotten excited or may have felt anxiety over things that you are out of your control. And so they would bring up your heart rate a little bit, right? Which when you're in perimenopause, it's going to bring on a hot flash. Okay. And so through my life coaching and through working with a coach myself, there are so many things in my life that are no longer a big deal. And there are so many things about my life that I can't control. For instance, the people in my life, I cannot control them. I cannot control what they do. I can't control what they say. I can't control how they show up. And so when I realize this and I manage my own thoughts around it, I'm supervising my brain and I'm keeping my thoughts in check. And so when something happens unexpectedly that, say for instance, so-and-so didn't bring their homework again, right? It doesn't bring up anxiety in my brain over, oh my gosh, they're not going to get the concept. And oh my gosh, what am I going to do if they don't pass? Blah, blah, blah. Those are the ugly things that my brain used to say, right? And those are the ugly things that might bring up a quick bit of anxiety that would bring on a hot flash. That is out of my control. Okay. And so what I want to bring to you today is some good news about when you are consistently working on your thought work, when you are being consistent about being aware of your thoughts and noticing that they are just thoughts. And you get to decide whether or not you want to believe them or whether or not they are serving you. You are managing your brain. And so when you are more consistent about things like that, when things happen that are completely out of your control, your thoughts just may be, well, shoot, that just happened. Or, wow, there's nothing I can do about that. Right? And so when you're thinking those types of thoughts, your heart rate is not escalating, right? Your blood's not, doing that pumping sensation that causes that hot flash to come about. Isn't that crazy? I'm telling you, this is such amazing work. Now, like I said, it does take time, right? It does take noticing your thoughts, getting curious about your thoughts, and really just deciding, is that something I want to believe? Is that something I do believe? Right? So for those of you that are new to how your thoughts work and the fact that your thoughts about a circumstance are what create your feelings, it opens up a whole brand new world, a whole brand new peace, a whole brand new calm that is totally available to you. So if you're curious about this, I hope that you will take the time to reach out to me and just give me your questions. Let's just have a conversation. Let's sit down and chat. In case you don't know, I do open up a limited amount of time each week to answer these types of questions, to, connect with people who are brand new to this type of work and who want to make their lives better, who want to enjoy their lives, and they just haven't figured out yet how. They just haven't figured out yet what thoughts it is that's keeping them from that. And so I really want to encourage you to reach out to me. Grab some time on my calendar. All you have to do is visit my website, www.christyballardfullaney.com. Click on Work With Me. Click on Book That Time. And if you don't see a time that works for you, please get in touch with me and we'll find a time. Okay. But grab that free time while it's still available. I'd love to hear from you and I'd love to work with you. You can also look me up on Instagram or Facebook under Christy Fullaney Coaching. Click on my bio and there's a link in my bio that will take you to not only my website, but also it will also offer you an opportunity to get my free daily journal. So I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you guys are having an amazing week. And I know that this was short and sweet, but oh my gosh, if you can control those hot flashes, man, I am sure, ladies, that it is a wealth of info. Talk to you soon. Who is your life coach? I would love the opportunity to work with you as you are rediscovering the woman you were meant to be. Visit ChristyBallardFullaney.com for more information on how we can work together to ignite that passionate, enthusiastic woman who may have been tucked away for some time. Let's start in the middle together.